not long ago, was a lawyer. You understand? And we all known within all the political parties.
Okay, so you are misunderstanding the laws of the legal. I'm coming. What you are saying, right?
Last one. Let me just drop one last thing. When it came to Ekufado appointing the Chief Justice, the top two, it was between Tokono and Kolendi. So even at the time, people felt Kolendi was MPP pro or was pro MPP. You understand? So
why was it between Tokono and Kolendi?
Why didn't you follow when the appointments were about?
No, I'm asking this because there were senior judges like Jamefe.
Yeah, Jamefe, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And others who were actually...
There is always a scaling down way.
No, I'm coming. Listen. I'm telling you that when it comes to these appointments, it's totally discretionary. So the president can even go and appoint anybody he wants if they meet the minimum requirements.
Exactly. So don't tell me that
but I'm telling you that, hey, that's why I'm telling you, sir, do you know, sir, Tokonu's husband was an appointee under Nanado's government? Did you know?
What does it?
Or do you know? I'm telling you, it's relationship. My point is, it's relationships at the end of the day. That is why.
Maybe Black, probably Mr. Cranton, they like the word relationship. Maybe we use the word network. Maybe use the word network. I think that is the right word. Maybe you'll be comfortable with that.
Network, the Ghanaians, they take cover, you know.
Yeah, but fire. But that be how he did. Because when something happened right now, and where you pick your phone, it be your network. You go see, so okay, make a call this person or not. And even as he say, the person in the call, if you go pick the call, oh, fire, what's up? Oh, shall I get some issues? So. Oh, really? Make a call this person, make a see how we go about with that. He makes some call, he call you back. Okay, so. Problem solved. It be your network.
Very good point. So you see, why would Kolendi pick a phone and call that lady? It's because of how their network isn't it?
Yeah.
So it wasn't really a crime. However, it was not supposed to be done. But on the basis of
so we are not saying it was a crime. All we are saying is, unfortunately,
Black is making a point as to there was something dubious going on over there. Listen, in the case of the case, right, every lawyer will do everything to me. So if even it is done in front of a judge, and I feel as if I must tell you something that I feel will help my case, I will do it.
Every lawyer will do
Black still get point
within the remit of the law. Every lawyer will do everything within the remit of the law.
There is the remit of the law which comes in place when the court is involved. This one is when a Supreme Court.
No, bro. Let's not. No. Listen, I'm coming.
Let's agree to disagree. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Let's agree to disagree. But if I look at Atachia right now, I've never seen Atachia seem so off balance in court, whereby he's now looking for public public sympathy. Yes, right? With the case. No, I'm coming, but I'm telling you that Atachia would have never taken this posture if this was an MPP administration. There would have been a different level of...
There are two different.
No, say there's a different level of confidence when your party is in power.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So the political party affiliation is that is why the Ghana Bar Association is split in two. Jogate's wife is the head. And look at the issues that happen around the CJ removal. They initially wrote a letter, which was an agreement from the entire bar. And that sounded very, very reasonable to the average mind. That the committee has not breached Article 146. And so
but that's a fact. That's what happened because there was a conference, and at the conference they made that decision. Even though a lot of people don't resonate with leadership.
Listen. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. No, there were two write-ups. I'm about to address the two. So you hold on. The first letter was with the entire bar agreeing with the letter in its form, which was sensible because if the constitution is the supreme law of the land, so if there's a constitutional process and the provisions in the constitution have been abided by to the T, then you only encourage attorneys to abide or to not, let's say, comment in a way that would impugn the process, because that would be treason against the constitution. And then subsequently, a group of some 40 people out of, I don't know, 10,000 lawyers or 1,000 lawyers who are 99% MPP gather together at some conference and then write another letter that now made it seem as though the Ghana Bar Association does not know its left from its right. When you look at the two letters they wrote, 2 weeks apart. Why is that? Because the information that came out from the lawyers, and if you watch news file, key point, the point of view, is that there was pressure from the MPP fraternity for the MPP members in the Ghana Bar Association to kick against it. There was another letter that allegedly came from some British bar, some British council. Yankusha Gabi Asari Ochedako is the board, or he's on the board, or something like that.
Yeah. But wait, assuming without admitting that is what really happened there. Like, so what is the point you are trying to make? That's because
the point I'm trying to make. Let me say the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that politics is like blood that flows to our streams in Ghana, and it has affected all facets of our society, right? So you need to be affiliated, and that is why the smartest people, like despite them, they appeal to both. Even Ibrahim Mahama. Ibrahim Mahama stayed 8 years and Akufo-Addo, one contract, and they couldn't do him fuku, because he has been able to leverage his relationships in a way that he's neutral. His brother is belongs to the NDCU, but Ibrahim Mahama became rich under Akufo. Ibrahim Mahama won contracts under Akufo-Addo.
And became richer under his brother.
Exactly.
So now he for clear that aspect too. Because Kufuor too in bro.
No,
yeah, they changed them.
When you say he became richer under his brother, the singular government contract under Mahama, Oma Farmer no. So he didn't win any contract under Mahama. Any government contract.
Make address Mr. Kranti on something.
I beg, Black.
Which of Mohammed administration are you talking about?
I beg, the airport who win the contract?
Which, the airport?
Yeah.
Which airport? Kumasi?
No. Terminal 2.
Oh, Terminal 3 was not built by
Terminal 3?
Mahama. Yeah, Terminal 3. It was not built by him.
Right.
Yeah, it was not built by him. His is mainly in mines. Yeah, and Terminal 3 was built on the books of Ghana Airport Company itself, and I think it's actually a foreign contractor that built Terminal 3.
Oh, then the Mahama will be solid though, you know. Mahama be very, very solid, you know.
Oh, it'll be solid. And I just said the goal about to Ibrahim the sport there, but we don't go. Now if people can win, we go down. This MVP
you see, that one, the way Ibrahim was scored is
we know already. Make it already. See, Black and Mr. Kranti. I'll make you two see something. I don't say Mr. Kranti. No, obviously you are representing NPP hard. And Black too, they represent NDC hard.
It's not about representation. I feel like if you did talk something, if I just
no, but let's go. Let's say this. You are affiliated with the MP, or you sympathize with the MP. True or false? Right. Exactly. So
don't be sympathy matter. They be full members, bro. Which level? Why? Mr. Kranti won't do that, bro?
Mr. Kranti, no.
The person will say 2 cards expire. You know the fear him. Hey, Charlie.
See, what I'll make me to
that be 8 years combined, oh, I expire.
Oh, I should say you do have yes, he said.
Sure.
I sure.
Charlie.
See, I'll make we two agree on something. Say, personally, I feel say there are certain things about the constitution and the power way the president they carry. It needs to be revised. Typical example: if you ask me, see how now there's a whole hullabaloo about the Chief Justice removal and blah 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 blah. Can we have a system where probably the bar association, they have them election or whatever thing they do, they elect them Chief Justice, they have them thing outside the reach of the president. The same like the IGP.
With the police as well. Yeah.
The same as IGP to them have them own police for do them own thing and go elect them own IGP.
Yeah.
President not get control for that side too.
So I tell you something. The Ghana Bar Association, it be them not able to do their election. But this is where the government comes in. Every particular government in power or even in opposition has keen interest in that particular institution because when constitutional matters arise, normally, whenever the Ghana Bar Association puts their voice in it, it carries a lot of weight. So,
but it's Ghana Bar Association is a constitutional body, right? It's mentioned in the constitution.
Yes, it's a constitutional body, but it's something that is binding to the powers of the president. That is what I'm saying, that they are being made to run their own affairs. So they run elections on their own. Candidates stand on their own. Whichever way you want it. All the Ghana Bar Association elections, you'll see two political parties in play. And that is what I'm trying to say.
And usually.
But the president still will get the power to appoint a Chief Justice.
Yes, okay.
So it means whatever thing they will consider, it still lies under the discretion of the president.
No,
Listen, there's something called entrenched clauses. There are certain clauses in the constitution that cannot just be changed by any parliamentary order. They have to go through a referendum where at least 40% of people or the citizens must vote, and out of the voting, 75% out of the 40% must lean towards a certain kind of results you want. So those entrenched clauses, Article 146 is passed. You understand? And include, you see, another thing that is part of the entrenched clauses that is quite funny is the amendment procedures of the Constitution itself. It's also an entrenched clause. What I mean is that
no. The amendment procedures are not entrenched. The Constitution can be amended. There are two ways of amending, right? Two-thirds vote in Parliament or referendum. So you can amend it, but there are two ways.
What I'm saying is that, listen, you can Google Article 290 right now, and you notice that it's an entrenched clause. What I mean is that because
the conversation would have a brother no go have some,
or by a referendum. That's these two things. You cannot just change that procedure by constitution. You cannot take the power of parliament away. You cannot take that power of parliament.
Mr. Granty.
Power of parliament away by an amendment.
Mr. Granty.
So we cannot say fire.
I said the conversation would have a brother no go have some, by the chairman, some way,
See, the good say, Mr. Granty, make a chip for this. You could say, for break this up. See, no, but hold on, Mr. Granty, you know where NPP them are problem be. For me, I feel say NDC is always playing the ahead game. Make I give you my reason for making such submission. Once upon a time, it was believed say NDC was using Katashi and Gidi to win election. So guess what happened?
Intellectuals.
Exactly. If we talk about intellectuals, it be the NPP and then this funny in Crasset for blah 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 blah.
Maybe
so guess what? Exactly. So guess what happened? So now when MPP lost to Atamels, then they now decided to say, okay, make we copy this Katashi things and make this a Buffy game election back because Akufo-Addo lost back to back. So that was when they started introducing the Abronya, then the wound to me and all those things because they believe say the crutch same thing we do is not helping us on the street. And then guess what? Once they win, no, you hold on. I build my case the car. So as they chop the election thing, right now, guess what happened? Then NDC now transformed. The NDC now was like, you know what? Make we also do this thing now. Make sure say we make on ourselves appeal. We should be appealing to the public. We should have interest. Let's invest into the youngsters. Now NDC started bringing youngsters. That be where now, for the first time, you go watch debates on TV and you find an NDC guy sounding like giving the fact and even sounding more intellectual than an MPP guy. So now the narrative changed. So now as we speak now, you are seeing all the youngsters lawyers coming away, having affiliation with where? NDC. And now you are seeing them, excuse my language, the Kubolos and the having affiliation with what? MPP. And that's where right now, I'm not...
No, hold on. Let me answer the question. Let me answer the question that was asked real quick, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Let me answer the question that was asked about the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice being elected by Ghana Bar Association. We have to understand that even in America, there are three branches: the judiciary, legislature, and the executive.
The Ghana Bar Association elects the Chief Justice.
The question was, can we not have a case where the CJ's appointment and removal is not political, and therefore have like a body like Ghana Bar Association appoint the CJ? That was the question, right? And it fell into even.
It's surviving on political.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. As it stands now, the head of the Ghana Bar Association, all the time when it comes to the election, whichever party is in power, you are going to realize is their person that went. So the current Ghana Bar Association boss is Jogate's wife. Before that, Mr. Yao Boafo, he was also an astute MVP person. And then during Mahama's time, you see an NDC person. But we need to ask ourselves, we want to change the whole constitution just because the Chief Justice has been removed. And I asked the question, Article 146, it doesn't only refer to the Chief Justice, it refers to the heads of institutions like the EC, SHRAJ, amongst other things, and then High Court judges, Supreme Court judges, right? And then the Chief Justice, and it gives conditions for their remove. This thing had been used to remove Loretta Lamptey under Mahama 1. She was the former SHRAJ boss. Instead of staying in state housing, she used state funds to stay in a hotel. I think it was $5,000 or something. Arnold Dompre, MPP minority leader, deputy minority leader, petitioned Mahama. Mahama, he took the petition and put it through the Article 146 process. Charlotte say, nameless people petitioned her removal. She was also put through Article 146. When Anas brought his expose about judges not managing Poncheno, 3 judges were put through Article 146 and removed by Akufo-Addo. What makes the CJ above or beyond the law and constitution to the point that her removal now warrants a change in the constitution? That is what I don't understand about Ghanaians.
Okay, so let me answer you simple. It's very simple. So simple.
Good.
Let me make it simple for you. Nobody is saying that the constitution must be changed because the Chief Justice has been removed. Now, in the process of the petition going to the president and all that, we realized that there was a lacuna.
What I mean
is that in the constitution, certain things that were not stipulated by the constitution in terms of
like what?
After the petition has been sent to the president, must he seek the advice of the Council of State before forwarding? You see, the constitution makes it very clear that whenever a petition is being filed, the president is submitted to the president forwards it to the Chief Justice to determine a prima facie. But in this particular situation, the person that the petition was about was the Chief Justice herself. That is where the lacuna is. The constitution doesn't tell us what must be done in such a situation. So there is a process that was lacking with regard to that particular part. And so when somebody says that Article 416 should be amended, it is not just because of the removal. We are saying that just so that this will not happen again.
This motherfucking stand.
So let's add something to it. Or let's do something with regard to it. Now, away from that, with the removal of the Chief Justice, in the nature at which it was done, or in the nature in which it was done, it looked very unprecedented because in a way that even though the